I just want to do a little bit of an early promo. Charles, you and I have been talking about something
Yes.
this August. We
Yeah.
want to help people and we want to get the information out. We haven't really set a date and we haven't set well, we've set a month and it will be this August, but we haven't
Yes.
set a name and I want some recommendations down in the comments, but we're going to be starting a podcast together just like this, but it'll be on Spotify, Apple, and any other iHeartRadio, any other podcast platform out there. We're working out some kinks, trying to get the audio and video figured out now as it is.
Yeah.
Um, but Charles, explain what exactly are we going to be talking about in this podcast? Because I personally think it's going to be awesome, but I want you to tell the
Yeah.
people what we're going to be going over.
Oh, it's important that drivers know more about possession. Did you know that possession of they finding drugs or alcohol in your vehicle is not a SAP violation? We're going to go into things like that, about bus drivers and driving for cities and municipalities.
Interesting.
Their situation. Yeah, the testing process with MROs and all this conflict of they made the cutoff just by 2 or 3 points and they get hit with a violation. They need
Uh
to know
huh.
that stuff,
And this
Uh,
November, the downgrading of the CDL.
yeah, yeah. And swabs now. They're going to swab you with a Q-tip type swab, just like a
Oof.
COVID testing, and find out immediately what you got in your
Mm-hmm.
system on site. It's a
Charles,
lot of stuff.
it's going to be wild, man. I think we're going to have a great podcast. You guys, if you
Yeah.
want to hear more, you guys have to stay tuned. We're going to go into a lot, just anything and everything. And it's not just SAP and trucking,
Yeah.
it's everything with this.
Everything. We're
Um,
going to go into some areas of recovery too. Me and
yep.
Brad is going to talk about areas where people really need it, about marijuana recovery
Hmm.
and the steps towards marijuana recovery. So, yeah, it's going to be
And
all encompassing.
everything. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. And also helping prisoners, helping people that are getting out of
Yes,
jail,
reentry
and
programs.
helping
Yes.
them. I will be helping them because Charles can't do this part. I don't believe this, but I will be helping them get jobs. Maybe we'll do live call-in shows and everything else. We want to get people back to work. But yeah, the reentry, it's going to be awesome. We got 15 seconds, Charles. What do you got to say?
Well, just give me a call. You got my number. Everybody know Mr. Charles, and go through Mr. Brad. He's pretty much a consultant at this point. He's got too much knowledge. If you can hit him and ask questions, he can refer them to me. Let's just get it done. Let's do it.
Let and that's all we got to say right there, man. It's still recording. We're still live on Zoom. I don't know how much time we have left, but I'm gonna keep on going just as an outro while
Yeah,
we have it. But guys, if you need a SAP counselor, give Charles Irby a call. I will have his
yeah.
link down below in the description, his phone number, and his YouTube, everything in the description, as well as here on the screen. And stay tuned. I will be putting more out about our podcast, and we will take. Charles, have you thought about any names for us, or like any suggestions for some names for our podcast?
I,
We're open.
I,
We're
the LA Lakers. I don't know.
well, we'll take anything at this point. Actually, no, I had two suggestions, but I'll probably put a poll out on YouTube. Put a poll out on YouTube and see what
Yeah.
people
Okay.
might think. I'll talk about TikTok. We'll see what we can get. And
Yeah.
we're gonna have a Google number for people to call in. We'll have a live call in show, or even come
Yeah.
in on the video. I can recruit, even recruiters, companies. If you're
Yes.
trying to get a driver
Yes.
and you want to give a driver a second chance, let me know.
Yes.
Email me. My email will be down below. Let's get you guys connected. Let's get people back to work. You made a mistake. It's
We
time
made
to
a mistake.
let's.
Yeah.
We forgive you. The world will
We
forgive you. Get
forgive
your
you.
ass back to work.
Yeah, get back to work. That's what matters. We need you guys. Seriously, we need you guys. You're essential workers.
Yep.
You're not a mistake. You just made one. Contact me and Brad and watch our podcast. We can help you.
Watch. I will put out the exact date for our first episode. It's going to be a big one. We're going to make sure we fix all our little kinks here and there
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
But it's going to be a one of a kind podcast. Because it's not just trucking. It's not another trucking podcast. It's not political. This is a whole different ball game. And
Yes.
I don't know of anybody else doing this. Um, that's really all I gotta say. But I will set a date. I will announce it, and I will
Yes.
hope to see you all there. Some of our shows will be once a week. We might do a twice a week, depending on both of our
Yeah.
times, but it will be on the same day, same time, once a week. And then we might have like a live show once a week too.
Yes.
Him and I are still working things out, but it's gonna
Yes.
be good. So
We're gonna put up some guardrails and stuff so callers don't go off
go
the rails on
crazy.
us. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
But
there's gonna be
we
those
we
people.
but we do want a live show. We want people to catch us live. Also, we want to bring in people from consortiums, owners of consortiums, and other agencies, and especially employers. Employers out there,
Yep.
get ready to call us. Put your earbuds in, you know, and have your questions for us because you're not getting any answers. And I can only help an employer one at a time. With a broadcast, I can help me and Brad can help everybody at one time.
Charles, I'm gonna ask a little question of the day, and I'm gonna try to get a question of the day for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I'm kind of stealing this from Mother Trucker, so Mother Trucker, sorry, but I think he has a
Yeah,
question
Mother
of the day all
Trucker.
the
Yeah.
time. Yeah, but anyway, I have a question for you all. Do you believe that companies don't hire SAP drivers due to their insurance? Because I have tried to
Good
look
question.
up
Good question.
insurance policies that have to do anything with SAP drivers, and I can't find nothing. Do you think that companies are
Whoa.
actually just saying this to not hire drivers, or can somebody email me some proof that there's a policy for SAP drivers? Let me
We
know.
want to hear about that.
I
Uh,
would
th-
love to know from a company owner out there.
yeah. Employers, we want to discuss your DAC reports, okay, and your higher rights
Oh,
report. Now we understand you do have the legal right to have a drug-free workplace and no tolerance policy, zero tolerance policy. However, we there's some great employers that are not excluding SAP drivers. Why don't you be one of those guys?